Good news.
Okay, and if people accept us fast and we accept ourselves, that's true.
Something of that nature. And I'm coming to your church. We got to do a relief concert. Hands down, we've got to do this, man. We got to do it for the community.
What's up, fam?
Hey, y'all.
Happy Wednesday.
Woo! Halfway through the week.
Woo.
How many days?
How many days? 129 days. Oh, y'all coming on fast and good tonight.
Yes.
So I got to show y'all something. 129 days. So
Jay, you type that real fast. It's real quick.
she did it fast. So during the cloud conference, we did behind the scenes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And one of the interviews we did was with Bishop to be D'Artagnan Jameson.
Mm-hmm.
He's an overseer of our youth.
Mm-hmm.
He's a great, great guy.
Yeah.
And, smart, anointed. He can preach, organize. And behind him, he had a picture.
Yeah.
And I admired the picture.
Mm-hmm.
And you said at the same time, all three of our favorites.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so I get the mail today. Guess what he sent me?
Oh, my word.
He sent me a framed copy of that picture.
That's so awesome. Thank you.
Look at that, y'all. It's Mike. It's LeBron. And big shout out to Kobe. But he sent this to me and I got it today. And look at that. Ain't that
Thank
sweet?
you. Thank you.
The shoes, you gotta have your shoe game right. I ain't put a little thing up at the bottom yet. I'm so excited. I'm gonna put this in a special place.
Lovely.
This got to
Thank
be in
you.
a special place in the house so everybody can enjoy it because
You want to put it on the front door?
I do. Yeah, I want to let people know what's going on in this house. We associate with winners.
This is a basketball house.
Yeah, this is a house. Yeah, this
Yeah,
is
this
a
is a
basketball
hoop house.
Yeah, this is a house for the hooper
House
right
of
here.
hoop.
Yeah, this is a house, a hoop right here, and who we think is the best in their era. Everybody get 20 years.
Hoop house. That's right, Bishop. Hoop house. Everybody get 20 years?
Everybody get 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody get 20 years. But let me tell you what, this reminds me of what we've been watching. We've been watching The Last Dance,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Michael Jordan.
Yeah, the story of Michael Jordan,
Mm-hmm.
basically.
Yeah.
Because they were talking about it was all about Mike. You wouldn't want to know nothing about the Bulls if Mike
You
wasn't on
won't
the team.
even see it.
Right.
Yeah. Who else is interesting?
The mindset of Mike is what they could have called it because his mindset really showed you why he won so much.
Yeah.
And it was the year before he won the championship.
Mm-hmm.
He lost against the Detroit Pistons.
Mm-hmm.
And they had something called the Jordan rules.
Oh.
The Jordan rules was anytime he get in the air, knock him down.
Okay.
They were pounding him. He
Okay.
took a beating and they lost.
Uh-huh.
And he said this. He said, I knew that I had to get stronger.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
They lost the game. They walking off the court. And his trainer said, okay, Mike, season's over.
Sure.
What's up?
Uh-huh.
You know what Mike said? See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. No breaks.
He said, the Detroit Pistons forced me into the gym.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Wow.
Their resistance coming at me
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
forced me to get stronger.
So good.
And the next year, They beat the Detroit Pistons.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. But Mike was a different player then
Why?
because of what he had to come up against.
Because what he had to come up against
Yeah.
made him,
Stronger.
well, it didn't have to.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It didn't have to.
No, he did not have to.
He could have just stayed the way he was.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Like most of us do.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. You know, because if you come up against resistance, sometimes you quit.
Yes.
Sometimes you turn around.
Yes.
Sometimes you go in another direction.
Yes.
Sometimes you say, I don't feel like fooling with that.
Right.
You know?
And most people that deal with resistance, look at her talking about the bad boy. That's Reagan. You know, she's from Detroit. You know what I'm saying? She's from Detroit.
Wait, look
Yeah,
what
yeah.
Bishop said. Beat them so badly.
Yeah, they walked off. Yeah, we beat them so badly.
Without a hand.
They walked off and didn't even shake our hand.
That was so petty.
So petty. And he paid for that at the end.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, basically, this resistance made me strong.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So we walking today.
Mm-hmm.
It's hot. All right. How many? She want to do 3 miles a day now. What y'all clap for? Y'all supposed to be shouting because she started off with like she did too much and then she went to one. Man.
Yeah.
And we walking.
Mm-hmm.
And it's at the end of the walk and we tired
Mm-hmm.
and it's hot.
That's how you was feeling?
What?
I kept checking on you. I
Yeah.
kept saying, Les, you all right?
Yeah, I heard what
You
I was
was
saying.
like,
Yeah,
yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I'm great. But
Uh-huh.
inside, I was like, Lord, pull me through this.
Get me through it, Jesus. Be good to me.
But boy, they had this, it was so hot. They had this wind that came in my face.
Uh-huh.
All
Yeah.
right. And even though I was tired, and even though I didn't feel like walking no more, I said, man, that resistance sure feel good.
Yeah. Yeah. And as soon as you said that, I
Right.
remember what I said.
Right.
I said, yeah, because resistance is our friend.
Resistance
Is my friend. Mm-hmm.
is my friend.
Yeah. Thanks, Crystal. Yeah. Resistance is my friend.
Resistance, Pastor, is my friend.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And when she said it, I was like, resistance is my friend.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And then I thought about it.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of us been feeling resistance.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know, let me tell you what's the resisting thought right now. Figuring out what's next.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You always, what's next? What's ahead? And that resistance is tapping into a level of creativity.
Sure. It's two ways to look at resistance.
Mhm.
You know, you can look at it like this,
Mhm.
that your resistance is working against you,
Uh-huh.
or you can say my resistance is working for me, but you choose.
Wait. The resistance is working against you,
Mhm.
or the resistance is working for you.
Working for me. Look, for example,
Mhm.
I have on weights.
Uh-huh.
These are my silicone weights that I wear around my wrist
Right.
every day.
Yeah, you have them on the day.
It's weight.
Uh-huh.
You know, it's resistance.
Uh-huh.
It's heavy.
Right.
But the purpose of me wearing this
Uh-huh.
is so that I can obtain my goal.
What is it going?
My goal is to strengthen my arms.
Okay.
Okay. So every time I move, I'm not moving necessarily with the greatest of ease
Uh-huh.
because I have a little resistance on my wrist.
Uh-huh.
But the goal is to strengthen my arms.
So the resistance
is working for me.
is working for you.
It's working for me. Not all resistance is bad.
Uh-huh.
No.
Uh-huh.
No.
And for those of you that's watching right now and listening right now, that's what we came to tell you today.
Yeah.
That your resistance is working for you. You just got to push through the resistance.
Yeah, it's a different perspective though.
Yeah.
It's seeing life from a different angle.
Right.
It really is.
Right. It's like a seed underneath the ground.
Mhm, mhm,
It has to push through the resistance
mhm,
of the soil.
mhm.
Right?
Right.
Jen started doing resistance bands
Right. Mhm.
with her legs.
Right. To strengthen the thighs.
To strengthen. It's all about the resistance.
Uh-huh. Yeah. It's all about the resistance. Resistance bands, it's like a woman when she's in labor. The labor is working for her. The contractions are working for her.
The pain
is working for her.
And
if you don't push
against that resistance,
when the mother is in labor, I remember when I was in labor with Joy.
How long?
26 hours.
Joy made you wait 26 hours.
Joy made me wait 26 hours, and I was in.
She make you wait right now.
She'll make me wait right now.
Joy, let's go. No, she likes being on.
Yeah, I had to work with my body. I had to work with my body, not against my body.
You have to feel the resistance and work with it.
And I had to embrace it and own it and realize that it was not working against me. It was working for me. I needed it. It's the seed, as you mentioned, that's under the ground.
Right. Once
the seed is planted,
yes,
in the soil, that's when all the movement and work begins. It doesn't happen on top necessarily first. The seed begins to move and germinate and change underneath the ground.
With the resistance of the ground on it.
Absolutely. With the pressure or the weight of the earth on it.
So the seed has to be under. Okay. So a woman in labor becomes a mother. A seed under the ground becomes a plant. And the person who listening right now who understands that if you use resistance right, resistance can be your friend. When you understand that, then you get strong.
Absolutely. Resistance makes us stronger. It makes us stronger. It just depends on how you look at resistance.
Go to Deuteronomy chapter 11, verse 24. Deuteronomy chapter 11, verse number 24. In the Voice translation. This is a major, beautiful translation. Right?
Major and beautiful.
Yeah.
Major. You want me to read?
Read. I need me a reader.
Here's a reader. Deuteronomy 11 and 24. You ready? Ready, read. Right. Every place you walk will become yours.
Okay, we were walking.
Yes, we were.
And God says, every place you walk. This is critical for this season. This is critical for this season. And please hear us very good. This season is really about movement. This whole 129 days
move,
has been about movement.
Sure.
Okay? And as soon as we understand that, that's what you said earlier. That when you put the seed in the ground, that's when the movement starts.
That's right.
The roots start going down.
Moving.
But see, what we talked about today, but it's the sun.
It's the sun.
That's pulling the seed out of the ground.
It's the sun that's pulling the seed out of the ground.
Yeah, it's the sun that's pulling the seed out. The ground is really an anchor for the seed. It's the sun that's pulling. And God said, that's him that's pulling stuff out of you. You got to go out there and get in that sun.
You got to get in that sun 20 minutes a day. I don't care if you get a folding chair and just sit at the end of your driveway. You got to get in the sun. Why? Because in this season, God is pulling something out of you. It's time for you to rise up past all resistance. Why? Because God wants to expose that gift, that talent inside of you. The world needs it.
Right.
And so you got to go through. Don't quit. Don't try to go around. You got to go through because we need what you have.
And it's about movement.
It's about movement.
It's very, very easy. And I wish some people would agree with us here. How many people know it's been a little easy to be lazy in this season?
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to wait. I'm going to see. Okay. Anybody want to be honest? It's been a little easy.
To be lazy.
To get lazy in this season right here.
Sure.
Right? Yeah. The sun and the sun, he's pulling you out of the ground. It's been so. It's about movement.
Oh, yeah.
We can't allow these negative forces to weigh us down.
No.
This news and all of this craziness going on is designed to weigh down your mind. Yeah, pressure, man. That's
push on you.
okay, read. What is it?
Your territory will extend from the wilderness in the south.
Your territory will extend. It's going to start off, he says, from the wilderness of the south.
Yeah. Mhm.
Like
the seed in the ground.
it goes down first,
Right.
But see, it's also about lower level thinking.
Wow.
It's also about, in the beginning, when you get into that ground, it's like lower level thinking, because you're in there, it's dark, you don't know what's going on,
Right.
you're fearful, you're scared.
Sure.
There's really no movement in the beginning. And you're probably hanging around other people that's thinking just like you, lower level thinking. It's going to start off in the south. But then God says it's time to move. He says you're going to move from the south to Lebanon in the north. Lebanon in the north. Lebanon was the highest and most celebrated mountain in the whole land. And God says, when it looks like everything in you is crushing you and so much pressure that's going on around you, he said, if you just keep pushing through the resistance of the dirt, he said he's going to elevate you to a new level of thinking.
North is upward. Through the dirt, upward.
He said, Lebanon is where?
North,
upward, through the dirt.
Yeah.
See, nothing can grow without resistance.
No.
A muscle cannot grow without
Right.
resistance.
We are better because of it.
Resistance.
We're stronger because of it.
You got to push through the
Yeah,
resistance.
resistance is our friend.
God says he's going to bring you then. He said in the same passage, same verse, he said, from the Euphrates River to the east of the Mediterranean Sea in the east. God said, you're going to be surrounded by water.
Yes. Yeah.
Water is a symbol of God's spirit.
And every seed needs water.
Every seed
needs water to grow. Except for my sunflower plant.
Yeah, that's where this whole message came from.
My sunflower plant.
The whole message came from the fact that Pastor Fran had a plant.
Mercy, honey, don't talk about it again.
Okay, but the problem is, it was a brand new plant. All right? But we made a mistake and put it in the garage, and it didn't have enough water.
It did not. It did not.
If you're going to get through this season right now, you're going to need the water of the Spirit of the living God.
Amen. Amen.
To come right in and
That's
lubricate you and moisturize you
Yeah.
and get you back moving again.
Yes, indeed. Yeah. And when the water, when the seed is watered, it begins to open.
Yeah.
It begins to open. It starts becoming.
And no one, verse 25, verse 25 said, and no one will be able to resist you.
I want to run. I want to run right here. I want to run.
Which means they gonna try.
Yeah.
He said no one will be able to resist you, which means they gonna try.
Yeah, they're gonna try to change your mind.
They're gonna try to come against you. But let me tell you something. You better hear me when I'm telling you this. The stronger you get,
Right.
the more resistance you need.
Yeah. Oh yeah. At every level, you have to increase it.
You gotta keep. You didn't start off with these.
Oh no.
The stronger you get, the more resistance you need.
Oh yeah.
And some of y'all been talking about, why am I going through all of this trouble? Why am I going through all of this? God said, because there's levels to this.
Yes, indeed. There's another level.
Yes.
There's another level to you. The best you has not been revealed.
Yeah.
You know, if you don't quit on you this time, I promise you, we're going to have a fashion show for how you're going to come out, how you're going to look when you come out, how you're going to think when you come out. We're going to have to display your greatness.
Why am I going through all this? God said, because David didn't start off with Goliath.
No.
He started off, he had to fight the lion.
Yeah.
And I would have thought that would have been enough.
No.
But as soon as he get through with the lion, then here comes the bear.
Here comes the bear.
And I'd have thought that was enough. And after the bear, then comes Goliath. God says, I'm going to keep sending more resistance because it's just there to make you stronger. He said, the eternal God will make everyone throughout the whole land know that you coming.
Yeah. Even birds know about resistance, you know. Even birds know about resistance. When a baby bird is ready to hatch, if you break the egg or the shell that the bird is housed in, if you go and break it, the bird will die. The bird will die. The bird must peck its own way out of the egg in order to get into the world. The aggressive working is actually strengthening the bird on the inside.
Yes.
It's working for the bird, not working against the bird.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so the more it pecks, the stronger it becomes. So when it comes out into the world, it's a strong bird.
Right.
But if we go, because we see what looks like struggle, if we go and interrupt the movement, we can prematurely interrupt its life. Yeah. If we rob the bird of its responsibility to peck, to go against the shell, the resistance, yeah, it'll never become what God intended for it to be. It'll die prematurely. Yeah, it's like the metamorphosis with the caterpillar and the butterfly.
Yeah.
Looks like it's spinning out of control.
Yeah.
Just circling and spinning and circling and spinning.
Yeah. Yeah.
But if I decide I'm going to go up to the tree and I'm going to help it out, I'm going to slice it open. The moment I cut into it, I interrupt its life because I was not allowing it to go through what I consider to be difficult. But those challenges that I thought were unnecessary was needful for the butterfly to become.
The butterfly and the caterpillar got to push through the resistance.
You got to push through it. You got to push through it. And you cannot allow anyone to stop your flow, your process, your pecking. You can't. You can't. And so that's the power even when it comes to seed sowing. A lesser grain of wheat falls into the ground and dies. It abides alone. When we sow seed, that seed will never be what we sowed that day. It's going to multiply and increase and grow. When the seed comes out of the ground, it's not just a seed anymore.
Right.
It's becoming. It's pushed through.
Push through all the resistance. All the resistance.
Absolutely. Yeah. And so we benefit from someone else's resistance.
God, thank you for the resistance.
Yeah. We talk about the protests.
Yeah.
Thank
God for the resistance.
Come on. That's how laws are changed.
Starts off with some resistance.
It starts off with some resistance.
Yeah.
We become too eased, relaxed. We gotta keep it moving. Push through. Push through. You're getting stronger.
Let's get our seed in the ground. $28 seed. We call it the blessing seed.
Sure.
Somebody's so encouraged and so feels so much better now, wondering why you've been going through what you've been going through. God said, if you just push through the resistance, you're going to get stronger.
You're going to get some muscles.
Peck your way through the process.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. DJ Nevermind, $28 seed. Yeah.
And she knows about it.
Does she?
She knows about it.
Tell a story.
She's encountered resistance on many different levels. But what I admire is that she keeps it moving.
Yeah.
She keeps pushing and she keeps looking for her next level. Because she knows that God has gifted her with something extra special. So just keep moving.
Yeah.
Keep moving.
Yeah.
Somebody's watching you.
Somebody's watching you. Bless you, Mariah. Bless you. Back to Skip. Got the Taruma also. Clarity Camera, $28 seed. Yoshi. Bless you, sir. Carly Hill. Head coach Rosalind Bush. Bless you. Got your Taruma also. Erica. Bless you. Braceface, $28 seed. Blessings to you. Mike said the Detroit Pistons. Look at this. Let me see. Look at this again, y'all. This is so sweet. God, where should I?
Love it.
Can we put this stuff, man?
Why you wanted that?
Huh?
Hey, let me see Kobe.
Look at
Go ahead, Kobe.
That's
That's nice. Ooh, I like
Ain't that sweet?
Yeah,
Ain't that sweet?
that's the NBA Angel.
Yeah. Such a sad story.
Yeah, really.
That Mamba mentality pressed through the
Hey,
resistance.
Come on.
What?
That's what made him a champion.
That's what made him a champion, man.
Yeah. If you look at someone that's been successful,
Yeah.
or someone that is successful,
Yeah.
they know how to deal with resistance. Yeah.
Y'all give a shout out to Pastor DTJ.
DTJ,
Hooked
thank
us up with
you.
the picture, man. Man, we
Thank
appreciate
you.
that, man. Whole message thought about you.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all.
Look, she said in the church. Put it in the church.
Here,
You go here now.
You go here now, right? All right, y'all. We love y'all. Have an amazing night tonight. Tomorrow morning, 6 o'clock, we praying.
And at 11
o'clock.
we prayer and fitness.
Prayer and fitness.
We
working
pushing
out,
through.
pushing through. And back here at 7:30 to give you more good news. Love y'all. Love, live, and inspire. And know that you gotta push through the resistance.
That's right. Resistance is your friend.
That's your friend.